Jan the 6th is a political theatre play that is just showing the bare hypocrisy that we're going to see for the next 4 years. Basically, the foxes have somehow, we'll leave that somehow for another day, have somehow entered the chicken coop, and they are having a wild time. I've got a video to show you. I've got some very telling messages from the twattersphere, but basically the Capitol Police officer Harry Dunn, who gave emotional testimony. I'm going to play that emotional testimony for you in a moment. Just stay with me. During which he claimed he was more frightened during the Jan the 6th riot than during his tour in Iraq. And basically we've got some nice juicy Twitter images, Twitter screenshots to show you his mind really, and what position he's taking on a few key points. Let's get into the video, okay guys? But let me know down in the comments what you think. Is this guy a charlatan? Probably is. What's going to come of these of this trial, in a way, of this inquiry, and where is it all going? Let's play you this now. He's got his uniform on. For you lot on the podcast, he's just giving his testimony from the Jan the 6th riots.
One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled, "You hear that, guys? This nigger voted for Joe Biden." Then the crowd, perhaps around 20 people, joined in screaming, "Boo, fucking nigger." No one had ever called me a nigger while wearing the uniform of a Capitol Police officer. In the days following the attempted insurrection, other black officers shared with me their own stories of racial abuse on January 6th. One officer told me he had never, and in his entire 40 years of life, been called a nigger to his face, and that streak ended on January 6th. Yet another black officer later told me he had been confronted by insurrectionists in the Capitol who told him, "Put your gun down and we'll show you what kind of nigger you really are."
I've not seen any video footage out of that siege, that riot, that storming. I've not seen any footage where that's happened. This guy is painting a picture like it was prolific throughout. What you're seeing, guys, is basically a narrative. All you Jan the 6ers, all you constitutionalists, all you hard Trumpers, Republicans, I don't know, all of you lot, maybe even myself included, are being rounded up. You're being framed as white supremacists, anti-American, anti-constitutional, anti-everything, and this is the worst thing since September the 11th. You're all terrorists. We're all terrorists, guys. We're all rebels now, okay, as I used to say. But it's a theater, guys. You've got to check this out now. Let's get into the tweets. Tucker Carlson put out a tweet basically with an image there from his program. The tagline there is "2 people killed in deadly Wisconsin riots." And then he responds, this guy Harry Dunn, this police officer, "Why is murder an appropriate response to property damage? But property damage isn't an appropriate response to murder." This is a little insight into his little mind. We've got another one here. This was in 2019, so during Trump's term, and he goes here, hashtag mood. "Good morning, Mr. President," Barack Obama. "Have a great day. On purpose, 44th to 45th. So he's liking Obama, but he doesn't seem to be liking the Trump. We've got another one here. He responds to some tweet by Lara there. It's not really important, but what he says here is, only if they're white and share the same views as you, question mark, trash ass human. That's how this police officer thinks of people. He's embedded in race theory, racism. He's loving, idolizing Trump. He's making excuses for the massive BLM riots 2020, which Antifa were a part of. Now, and then this is very telling here. Racism is so American that when you protest it, people think that you are protesting America. This is them trying to hold the narrative. You know, if you're against what they are, then you're racist. If you say that America isn't racist, then you're racist. It's all a big play. Now, we're going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Where do you think this is going to go? I think this is going to be a witch hunt that's going to be ongoing. You're never going to hear the end of this Jan the 6th thing, like you never heard the end of Russia during the Trump term. It's a great play for them. It's a vindication for them. And they're going to run with it. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep expending resources on it. And it's just going to be a stick for them to keep on driving the narrative that anyone who opposes them is a white supremacist, anti-American, anti-constitutionalist. And things are going to get deep. Things are going to get fun. Because the hard right are not going to let go. The Republicans are running with this as well. They're pretty much Dems in every other respect. But let me know what you think. Now let me just leave you with a little announcement. I had a little bit of problem last week. I've been traveling. Videos haven't been consistent. The podcast feed isn't up to date. But I'm sorting it all out. Videos are coming back more regularly. And I'd like to ask if you can support me. Get me on Subscribestar, give me a subscribe there, and follow me on all alt tech platforms. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Facebook and stuff like that, there's options there. But I am being shadow banned on YouTube. I don't expect to be around much longer. And I've been scrubbed from the Twitter. So help me out. Send me over some BAT. Visit my website, stuartoswald.com. And stay strong, guys. Much love. Over and out.